Switch turn left onto the bomb run to pass and review. They will march over the enlisted heroes wall. The airmen recognized on the papers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States Air Force in armed conflict, including present-day operations in Afghanistan. They include 8 Medals of Honor, 27 Air Force Crosses, and 188 Silver Stars, awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all airmen to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. Armed with a knowledge of our past, the airmen will exit the Heroes Walk by marching over a blue line, signifying their accession into the greatest air power in the world. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps from the 321st Training Squadron. Performing today under the direction of Master Sergeant Douglas Cost, hometown Zelina Pole, Pennsylvania. These trainees are also in basic military training, but have been hand-selected to perform for ceremonies of this type. We would like for you to notice our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. Once the flags have passed in review, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Squadron Commander is Technical Sergeant Jean-Pierre Cavalier Beretta, Military Drill and Ceremonies NCO, 319th Training Squadron, hometown Lima, Peru. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing an Air Force Combat Action Medal recipient, Blue Flight, led by Staff Sergeant Denise Tammy, hometown Cleveland, Ohio. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 16, Roy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Kenneth Snow, hometown Decatur, Illinois. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 17, Cody Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Sandra Bice, hometown Georgetown, Texas. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Matthews Flight, led by Staff Sergeant Chloe Lynch, hometown Vacaville, California. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 6, McCoy Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Miguel Ortiz, hometown Juana Diaz, Puerto Rico. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 7, Andrews Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Ari Herman, hometown San Diego, California.
One person stays up the entire day.
From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 8, Paris Flight, led by Master Sergeant Timothy Nadali, hometown Tucson, Arizona. The squadron selected as the color guard is from the 322nd Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Mario Martinez, hometown Munich, Germany. The flights selected to carry our state and territorial flags are from the 326th Training Squadron, representing the first 100% disabled airmen to re-enlist, Del Toro Flight, led by Master Sergeant Devon Golding, hometown Pasadena, California, and Staff Sergeant Vasily Vasilikis, hometown Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, I didn't see him, but I was trying to
The
get
B Squadron
video.
Commander is Technical Sergeant Leslie Moore, Military Training Instructor, 321st Training Squadron, hometown Dayton, Ohio. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 10, Kingston Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Luis Escobar, hometown Arlington, Texas. From the 322nd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 1, Aerie Flight, led by Master Sergeant Lacey Clemente, hometown Waco, Texas. From the 322nd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 18, Wright Flight, led by Staff Sergeant Matthew Kaysen, hometown Williamsburg, Virginia. From the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 9, Vinegar Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Jack Jackson, hometown Orlando, Florida.
Still has a letter. So I looked, she had sent me a picture of the envelope and everything, so I looked on the envelope and it was the 321st. And I was like, oh, okay.
From the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 12, Bankin Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Atticus Nyland, hometown Cibolo, Texas. From the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 14, Murray Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Harry Vitale, hometown Scottsdale, Arizona.
I don't know.
From the 321st Training Squadron, representing the first woman in the Air Force, Blake Flight, led by Master Sergeant Tyrone Palmer, hometown Vaughn, North Carolina.
That kid is probably crapping right now, though. Of course my hat fell off. I feel like bad though, 'cause I'm sure he's like, oh my god, I can't believe this just happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the
Look at the guy
United
that's
States
running.
Air Force
That's
song.
crazy to me.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. the last 8.5 weeks, the airmen before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined, warrior airmen with the foundation to serve in the world's greatest Air Force. Once these airmen leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of over 118 Air Force specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of over 84 Air Force bases around the world or work directly with our sister services. As these airmen move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the Air Force. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment while maintaining home station readiness. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States military, and an even smaller percentage in the United States Air Force. You should be proud of their accomplishments thus far. The airmen before you have reached a milestone in their Air Force journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. These airmen are the future of our Air Force and will pave the way for future generations of airmen as we continue to fly, fight, and win. would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our squadron honor graduates, as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguish themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all airmen graduating in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence of these airmen displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the airmen march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank the families and friends who are here in support of the airmen graduating today. Your words of encouragement helped motivate these airmen through 8.5 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States Air Force and Air Force Basic Military Training, we extend our thanks to the many families and friends of America's airmen for the support of our airmen and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Chief Master Sergeant Newman will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.